All right, so before we get started with today's video, this video is sponsored by my friends over at Max Aroma. All right, so Max Aroma is a place where they have an incredible list of fragrances to tap into. Not only bottles, but they have samples available with so many different options to experience niche and designers in many ways. All right, so head over to maxaroma.com. You can use my code DEDRICK10 to save yourself 10% off anything over at Max Aroma. And I'm a fan of Max Aroma even before I got into creating content. So shout out to the team over at Max Aroma. Y'all check them out. And happy exploring. Sample, 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 as I always say. All right, enjoy, y'all. Let's get to today's video. YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, you got one more time, DEDRICKHICKSJR, and I'm back with another fragrance video. Smell good, family. Hopefully, everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. Positive energy, positive vibes. Y'all know how we get down here in this channel, man. Positive vibes only. All right. So today, I am super excited for discovery. This year in 2025, as I began it back in 2024, is discovering different brands. And getting a feel for them to bring the information to you guys. All right, so today we indeed have that. All right, so tip of the cap to my friends over at Max Aroma for sending these fragrances my way. And man, I've had a great time getting to know these fragrances, testing them, and just really blown away by my experience with these fragrances. So the house we're talking about today is the house of Omanluxury, and Omanluxury is a very luxury brand with great fragrances, from elite oils to the blends to the presentation, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So let's go and talk about the very first one. We have two from Omanluxury today, and this is a fingerprint dust magnet, but it is great. From the house of Omanluxury, we're talking Khanjar first. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Khanjar. All right, so get that in focus. I believe we are. And what I love, let's start with the presentation. This is what it comes in. The box comes in, very big box. Has a sleeve, has the information of the fragrance. Both boxes are the same, so I already have one pre-opened. You open up the fragrance. You open up the box and it sits right here, right in the middle. Kind of slams down. I think it's like a little magnet in there or something. And here's the sleeve on Omanluxury with the title of the fragrance at a parfum 100 ml concentration. This is what we have with the brand. All right, so back to Khanjar. All right, I think that's like Khanjar. We're gonna roll with that. So Rose Oud lovers, this is for you. And I am a fan of Rose, and I'm a fan of Oud, and the combination of the two. What I got here, and we'll get into the notes in just a second, I get into this very almost like fruity Oud. Yes, like a fruity Oud. It doesn't come off stinky or medicinal. It comes off a really good quality to my nose. And then right away you can tell it's blended with this fresh powdery rose. That's what you get here. There are some other spices that you get with this fragrance. And I was excited to wear this as soon as I got it in and sampled it on my hand. And I indeed did just that. I wore the very next day. And this is something built for the cooler months for sure. For sure. But on the day that I wore it, it was rainy, it was cold, and it was windy. Almost like the perfect vibe, to wear a fragrance like this. And I just keep smelling it over and over again because I'm just a fan of this blend. And again, this is not going to be for everybody. It's not. Oh, magnetic cap, by the way. Hello. Magnetic cap. You heard that? So I know a lot of y'all are huge fans of the magnetic cap, so we had to throw that in there. But again, back to Khanjar. So again, Rose Oud fragrance, not your traditional Rose Oud where it's overpowering, where it's strong, it's almost offensive. It's not that. This one dials it back a bit. Again, a fruity Oud, a fresh and clean powdery rose that you get here with some other spices that add layers to this fragrance for sure. Now, I could see some people smelling this and say, hey, this one kind of smells leans a little feminine due to what the rose does, and I get that. But the spices in here and the oud kind of really makes it down the line unisex. So ladies, you can wear this, and fellas, you can wear this as well. Performance for me, I got a solid, I want to say 8 to 9 hours. This is not a beast mode fragrance. It's not going to reach out and touch someone. It's not. It's going to create a nice scent bubble around you. It's going to wear a little lighter as it continues to develop. But throughout my day, and I work, I work 9 to 10 hours a day. And as I was going home from my day from the office, I wore this to work that day. I could just get the wafts just coming around me when I thought the fragrance was gone. I thought it was gone, but it was not. It was faint. It wasn't like I just, like it smells like when you first spray it. No, but it was very, very present as I was outside in the elements walking to my vehicle. So let's go ahead and get into the notes of Khanjar. And the quality is amazing what you get with Omanluxury. So if you're into quality and you're a quality snob, definitely one to tap into, definitely a house to tap into. All right, so let's tap into the main accords of this fragrance. This is a 2020 release. Main accords: spicy, woody, oriental, floral, and animalic. All right, up top, Divana, coriander, mandarin orange, artemisia, bergamot, lavender, and saffron. All right, in the heart, rose, iris, cedar, geranium, nutmeg, vetiver, and immortelle. In the base, tonka, musk, oud, ambergris, leather, patchouli, amyris, cypriol, labdamen, I think it's called Nagamatha, sandalwood, styrax, and vanilla. So a lot of woods, florals, oud, like it's just very, very good. And then in the opening, you do get that saffron, sweet and spicy connection that's really dancing with the rose. And like I said, to my nose, what I get here is like I said, a fruity oud. So therefore the orange and the bergamot, the vanilla kind of really help tame the oud. And my description of a fruity oud is just the best that I can come up with at that time. Like I said, the rose is fresh, it's clean, it's a little bit powdery. The iris is the iris is assisting in that. But you get these earthy elements, the spicy elements, the woodsy elements. This stuff is fantastic. Now for me, I probably won't wear this to work ever again. And why is that? Well, I test all my fragrances to work. That's the space where I get to kind of see what they can do. But this is definitely a date night. Oh God, date night, event in the evening, dressing this one up every time. I don't get the vibe of casual at all with this fragrance. This is something when you're stepping out the door and you're groomed, you're dressed in press, you're going out to make a statement, you're going out to represent yourself in the best way possible in the environment that you are in. It's a unique blend, it's a unique experience, but also not for everybody. So sample, y'all. They do have samples available on Max Aroma. Tap in and see what they have to offer. All right, and don't forget to save yourself that 10% by using my code DEDRICK10 over at Max Aroma. So Khanjar by Omanluxury, great stuff. I'm a fan. Looking forward to experiencing this even more. So great stuff. Khanjar, Omanluxury. I know it's clashing with my studio light. This stuff is fantastic. Again, y'all, sample this stuff, man. Don't go out here blind buying and coming in my comments blaming me for your blind buy. All right, get your sample. All right, up next. This is my favorite of the two. This is amazing stuff, man. Golly. When I smelled this for the first time, I was super happy. Like, you ever smell the fragrance where it just kind of brightens you up and it just kind of checks off everything and you could just kind of feel yourself excited about what you're smelling? This did it for me, man. From the house of Omanluxury, we have Oud Aquilaria. Hold on, what is it? Aqua? Oud Aquilaria. There we go. Oud Aquilaria, get that in focus. Look at that golden brown juice, man. Beautiful bottle, beautiful juice, beautiful presentation. Same thing with this one, you get the magnetic cap. You can hear that go into place. Presentation is exactly the same as it was for Khanjar. But let's get down to business, man. Spray this one up in the air, man. Pressurized atomizer. God, you get this beautiful fruity apple. You get some florals, you get some woods, And then the oud is just perfectly blended where it's almost undetectable. It's almost undetectable in the opening. So rock with me here. So as this continues to develop and kind of dry down, the oud kind of makes itself a little bit more, its presence felt. But it is not a stinky, rough oud in any way. But let's go back to it's almost like you get some apples and some red berries. There's some spices in here. There's some florals in here. There's a bit there's so much going on with this. This is another oud fragrance like I haven't experienced thus far. I haven't experienced something like this thus far. This is a powerful fragrance, more stronger than the Khanjar. This one is going to give you 9 to 10 hours. This is going to reach out and touch you. So the differences of the two are, I hope I'm making them clear. This is more powerful of the two. All right, I like this more because this is a little bit more versatile. This is something that I will wear to the office. This is something I will wear on a day out or to lunch. I'd wear this in the spring evening and the spring nights. I might even wear this during the summer night. All right, definitely in the fall, definitely in the winter. You just gotta kind of pick your spots with how you wear something like this, and you can do what you want. But for me, I am a seasonal and situational fragrance wearer. But for this one right here, you're gonna get a lot to be excited about if you are a fan of oud, a complex oud, a more fruity, more playful oud fragrance. This is something to definitely look into. If I had to prefer, if you wanted me to prefer which one should you try first, I'm not going to give you the most challenging one because this is the most challenging of the two, for sure, Khanjar. I'm going to tell you to try the Aquilaria. That's what I'm going to tell you to try. Get your sample, get your nose on it, and see for yourself. So let's go ahead and tap into the notes of this outstanding fragrance. Okay, so let's see. All right, so this is a 2018 release, again from the house of Omanluxury. The main accords: woody, spicy, fruity, oriental, and floral. Up top, apple, rosemary, pink pepper, and the heart, damask rose, Bulgarian rose, sage, cloves. In the base, cistus, oud, patchouli, and amber. Now the thing is, well, D, why didn't you say it was a rose oud fragrance? Listen, the apple in here shines. It sits on top of the oud for me. The apple sits on top. That sweet pink pepper that gives that oriental vibe to it really sits on top of the oud. The amber in here assists in that sweetness. The cloves in here gives it that splash. I ain't gonna say splash. That paint of spice, that layer of spice there, almost a bit smoky. Like even in the air, it is still around me. But in the air, I get apple. I'm getting that pink pepper, and I'm getting that oud. That's what I'm getting like in the air. This stuff is incredible. So the note breakdown is more favorable to what I was talking about. You can wear this primarily fall and winter, yes. During the spring evening, spring nights, absolutely. Summer nights, absolutely. You just want to watch your sprays if you're living in like down south, where the humidity is wild. You don't want to cause a negative situation, but I love this stuff, man. I love this stuff. This was going to get a lot more wears due to how versatile I deem it to be. All right, the quality is A1. Like I said, 9 to 10 hours of it probably went longer. When I was testing this, I took my shower as took my shower. Yeah, I mean, it was still going. It was still going. I always spray that solo spray on the inside of my shirt on my chest. I take my shirt off, take my tank top off, my white beater off, and you get that it just kind of resurfaces again. I do spray my clothes. So once, the difference on clothes and skin are definitely different. On skin, it's going to come off in the most natural experience as it should be. On clothes, it's going to just really take a hold of that fragrance, and the fragrance, your clothes are going to become this fragrance. That's what you get. So even when I washed the shirt that I was wearing, pulling out the wash, I still could smell like little remnants of Aquilaria. I could still smell it. So overall, out of the two, this is my favorite. but I do really enjoy this one. I think they're both samples. Sample appropriate. Get you a sample and see for yourself. Blind buy if you dare. Blind buy if you dare. But I'm telling you, man, Omanluxury, I will be diving more into the house. If I had to rate these off the shoot, Khanjar, I'm going to give a very, very solid 8.7 out of a 10 because I really do like this, and I'm a fan of rose and I'm a fan of oud combos. And this is definitely in-your-face rose oud. But rating oud Aquilaria, for me, I'm going to go 9.3 out of a 10. This might be my favorite oud-based fragrance. Because of how the freshness comes across with the florals and the citruses and the pink pepper and the rose. Like, again, it's not like you're getting like this just in your face jammy sweet rose and oud. I'm telling you, it's a unique play. The apple and the pink pepper and the amber really sit on top of the rose. They sit on top of the rose, and then the oud kind of brings everything together, kind of hugs all those notes and give you something really good. So again, see for yourself. kind of like a day and night here type of vibes. Two different profiles, but excellent fragrances. So oud is not terrifying. You don't have to be afraid of oud. If you're looking to get into oud, trust me, there are so many different takes on oud. Don't shortchange your experience, guys. Don't pause your own journey because you've heard about oud. When you start talking niche and you start talking all these different brands, there's so much to offer. So many different blends, so many different, presentations of oud. You're bound to come across one that you're just kind of like, okay, all right, this works. And this is challenging for sure, but I really like it. But this one is a little bit more easy to wear, a little bit more easy to understand, a little bit more easy to rock while getting elite quality, elite blend, and a unique, and a unique fragrance experience. I'm gonna chill because y'all, but he's hyping it up. I'm telling you how I feel. All right, so from the house of Omanluxury, we're talking oud Aquilaria. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, don't let it surprise you. The Butcher Senior reporting for duty. All right, so gotta say another special thanks to my friends over at Max Aroma for sending these over my way. Y'all check them out, or anything that you want on Max Aroma. You got Creed fragrances, Parfums de Marly's, you have Virtus, you have M. Michelef. You have so many different brands to tap into, samples to tap into. Enjoy, y'all. All right, so Dedrick 10 is the code to save you 10%. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, y'all be cool, y'all be safe, y'all take care of yourselves. Positive energy, positive vibes. Y'all know how we get down here on this channel, man. Positive vibes only. And oh yeah, let me know, how many of y'all have experienced Omanluxury? How many of y'all have experienced Omanluxury? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Is it cool? Is it hell yeah? Is it whatever? Whatever your vibe is, if you've experienced it, let me know your thoughts. I can't wait to read them. All right, so explore your horizons, guys. That's what you'll be seeing here on this channel. A lot of different things that you might not have heard of, because I'm enjoying this journey for sure. All right, so again, peace, y'all. Till next time. Splacker. Did we splacker up? Did we splacker down? Did we splacker that thing all around? I don't think we did, but we just did, and it was super corny. We'll try to be better next time. Peace.